Alright everybody, time to get equipped. All our arms, feet, and legs in the ship. It's time to blast off in this bitch with the Meanwhile on Funkatron podcast. Smacking it up like it's everlast. Your host right here with the most. All three of us doing our thing, man. This is the main man, Spidey Rock, aka Rick Chan, with episode 2. And who are my other hosts on the show?
It's your boy Dr. Funk.
In this bitch.
Always.
Always in this bitch. In and throughout this bitch. What's up, it's Daisy. We back 2016 in your mizalf. Let's do it.
These nuts in your mouth.
Thick streams.
Right, word up.
Thick
streams.
Happy fucking New Year.
Happy mother.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Man, the actual correct term, Joyous Kwanzaa. I hear motherfuckers always talking about Happy Kwanzaa. That's not the right term. I don't think people know that though. It's
no.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. It's if you ever say it to anybody, the correct term is Joyous Kwanzaa.
Yeah, I learned that in 3rd grade actually.
but you know what?
Happy Kwanzaa.
Since we on some ELE type shit, happy fucking holidays. How about that
Right.
shit? We ain't leaving nobody out here.
Kwanzaa boxing.
Merry Christmas with the X.
What's the Merry Christmas?
Merry Xmas.
We don't want to leave nobody out, even though some of this shit will get a little bit charged, if you will. But
it might.
We want to let y'all know at first and foremost, we love everybody. You know what I'm saying? So don't even get it twisted like my hair. But I need to get it retwisted actually. But we just came back from the holidays. Christmas recap and all that shit. Some of us had breaks, some of us didn't. I had a few days, but I was working from home. I believe Mr. Dr. Funk was off.
Man, about 3-4 weeks. Awesome. Just went back to work like Wednesday. Been off since like the 6th of December.
Damn.
I'm hating.
Must be nice.
I'm hating. Fuck that.
I mean, kind of
oh my gosh! I said
all kind of hateration and holleration in this dancery.
Hey man, y'all want to do what I do? To be my freaking guest.
I know.
Man, don't get me started. That's a whole separate podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a new segment actually dedicated to just what he's probably talking about. But let's go ahead
Christmas
and
recap,
and get on the rails here because we just been all off them hoes. So yeah, what happened for Christmas? I guess I'll start since I'm running my fat ass mouth already. So I went back to the D. That's Detroit.
not Dallas.
My hometown, not Dallas.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Just to clarify.
Just set the shit straight.
Set the record straight for you motherfuckers. Okay, we went back home. Sorry I was a bit late and I had like a drink or some shit, so I apologize. Went back home to the D, man, see my fam and stuff, see my moms and all that. And, I was kind of working from home for a few days. As I was doing that, I had a few days off. So, let's see, a few highlights. I'm trying to remember what the hell I did. So, for those of you that know, I do a video game music dance mashup type video series on my other channel, T-Blades 86.
Check them out.
That's not a plug at all, but I had to provide
check them out
exposition. So yeah, I tried to film some shit outside, and that shit was not flying, bro. It was windy as fuck. I was by the river because I was downtown. I got a few shots, but yeah, it was mad cold, so I only stayed outside for like an hour and a half.
Oh, so were you down by Riverwalk?
Yep, I was down by Riverwalk.
Oh, that's dope.
I was gonna shoot some of the people mover, but I needed an extra person. I was gonna be in that bitch like hoorah.
That would be so dope.
Not the people mover though.
Yeah, on the people mover.
Yeah, the people. I was in B Street on that hoe.
And then the tone, when the doors closed.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could have worked that into a video.
I needed somebody to be with me because they probably would have threw my black ass out of that joint when I got done.
What's he doing? Hippity hop.
So yeah.
You supposed to be gambling, son. Gambling.
Yeah, take your ass to Greek time. So yeah, I did that. I went home. You know, I chilled with my mom. Actually, it's crazy. Like when I be sitting up watching stuff on YouTube, like Continue Show, I watch Maximilian or some shit. My mom will sit there and watch it with me, like, and be cracking up. I'm like, Mom, what are you laughing at?
Wow.
She's like, they just sound stupid. I just like when I like when they be cursing. Like,
that's hilarious.
And my mom like, that's probably what you and your friends be doing. Y'all probably be doing that stupid shit. I was like, actually, we do have a channel, but I don't know if I want you to watch that. Boy, I know you curse. Shut up.
Right.
Whatever. Okay, Mom, whatever. So yeah, I did that. We went to go see Star Wars. I played my mom Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit. Needless to say, she kicked my ass. I'm just gonna put this out to y'all. I'm drunk. Anyway, I've not had a dog in a fight as far as being a geek. My mom's a geek, my dad's a geek. That's it. Like my mom would watch Harry Potter every time that shit came on TV. Like she read all the books like 4 or 5 times. She knew every answer. You know what she said? She had nerve to say, "This game is too easy." Like, no, you just read and watched this shit so many times.
I read the books like more than once too. So
but I'm talking about she on that level. Like, look, when I say this, like, don't laugh. My mom read fucking Harry Potter fan fiction, bro. Like, recreationally. Wow. I had to tell my mom, like, look, when you a geek and you read fan fiction, I'm sorry, you are a hardcore nerd in this. Damn, dude, just bled it all out. You watching Dr. Funk play motherfucking Samurai Showdown.
I have ADD. I have to do like multiple stuff.
I'm glad because I need to get this story pushing along. I'm sorry. Other than that, yeah, I did that whole spiel. You know, spend time with my mom, spend time with my family. We had Cousins Day where I seen all my cousins and shit. Spent time with my cousin Jamal. That's like my partner in crime. We used to get in trouble a lot and shit. And we were just playing Xbox, and he had a demo of Rise of Tomb Raider. That was pretty interesting, man. I was like, damn, I
heard that was dope.
It was dope. You had to get on the ice and shit, and then you had to jump off and pick the ice, and I was like, damn, this is too much for me. What the fuck?
Damn.
This a game? Like, it was cinematic as fuck, but instead of having, like, QTEs, you actually had to do the shit.
Wow.
And I was like, this is shit I can get behind. Okay.
Games overuse that now.
But you know what? Fuck that. It was one part in that damn demo. The last part of the demo was like a fucking water temple shit. It was like the water temple shit. You got to raise the levels of the water like constantly, and like that fucking dire doc shit on Super Mario 64. Where you had I was like, oh hell no, y'all ain't gonna try to rehash this shit. I know what's going on because you got the polished graphics on me, and I can't see no rehash anyway. But yeah, that was cool. I did that. You know, I danced with my crew, Hardcore Detroit. Shout out to Hardcore Detroit, Strings, Mama, and all of them, and Muhammad, and everybody, and Sasha, and all them jokers, man. So I got to get down with them. It was good to see them. You know, we did that whole thing. And let's see. I didn't buy shit. Wait a second. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't buy shit. And that's about it, y'all. You know.
You get anything for Christmas?
What did I get for Christmas? Sadly, I didn't get very much. But you know, that's what happens when you're a grown ass adult. You know, you don't get that much, and it's okay. But I got a pair of pajama pants from my mom because she thought I didn't have none when I came up here. And it's like, so that was cool. I got some Joe boxes.
The bear essentials.
Yeah, oh shit, I need that.
Cover your ass, your nuts.
And then, like, I guess it was some action figure that my mom had for me, like the Spider-Man, like 10-inch action figure that she had a long time ago. She's like, yeah, I never gave this to you. And I was like, oh word, okay, I'll take that. So I got that, and then oh yeah, that's what I forgot. So I went spelunking in my old house for old shit. So if you see my Twitter, that's probably the last tweet that I made of my Mega Man Legends strategy guide, one of my most favorite things in the world. I found that. I used to read that shit, even though I didn't have the game, like every fucking Sunday. Just read through it. And I will tell you what was on the radio at the time. You can tell me what year it was. You can guess. It was either Madonna's Frozen, or it was some Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, or some Jordan Knight. Wow. Give It To You. Yeah, name that year. Anyway, so I found that. I found my original DS, a Street Fighter Alpha manga, my fucking Resident Evil 3 novelization. I couldn't find part 2. A bunch of fucking brand new day Spider-Man comics, some graphic novels and shit, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. All the other shit I had to leave at home. Sadly, I can't find my Breaking DVDs or my Beat Street DVDs. My mom was like, I just saw those, I don't know where they went. But yeah, so I was a little bit bummed out about that. Made it back here safely and, back at work. Same old same.
Yeah.
So since we are going in the direction we are going, I believe it is on Mr. Samurai Showdown himself, Dr. Funk. How was your vacation, brother?
Pretty cool, man. Went to Virginia Beach to visit my sister and her family. She's married with 3 small kids. My parents was there. So me, my wife, and my mother-in-law hopped on the plane to get there. But every year some bullshit happened with bullshit. The plane just fucks up. So...
But you know, fuck up like you was on it, was it?
No, it was just
Okay.
like, yeah, but it like
Yeah,
but it ain't like no shit like we about to crash. It's just some bullshit. So, the cool thing about that trip was like my mother-in-law is a little older, so like we got to put her in a wheelchair, so we got to get on the plane like first for everybody and shit. So all of the people were like looking at us and shit, like, what the hell y'all doing up front? You know what that means?
You know y'all ain't paid for them.
Never
mind.
Especially me, since I was the biggest dude. I was going on with my mother-in-law, and they would push her on, and me and my wife, like, oh, you with her? Like, yeah, y'all can come on. Bet. So I went on. All these old ladies and old men in wheelchairs, they looking at me like, what the fuck they doing getting on first? I'm with my mama. So,
motherfucker. Like,
so basically, our flight, we supposed to go to Baltimore and then Virginia Beach, which I don't understand why we take that crazy flight.
That is stupid.
But basically, we couldn't land in Baltimore because it was too foggy. They had the equipment wouldn't allow them to see through the dense fog or some old bullshit. But anyway, we was in Pittsburgh for a few hours, and I was supposed to be in Virginia Beach like at 10 o'clock that morning, then end up getting there to like 10 o'clock that night.
Oh,
hell no!
When we first got there, I didn't get to see like my sister and all of them because hell, we was tired. So next morning, me and my wife, we went to like Walmart, got like some essential shit. I went to the video game store down there. It was video game heaven.
Yes.
And found a game for DZ.
Yes.
yay.
And went home, got my mother-in-law together, and we went and seen my sister's kids. Now my sister's oldest kid, my nephew, and he plays video games and he likes to talk crap, but I gotta put him in his place. But he has a Wii U, and I bought him like that Lego Dimensions game. And what sucked was he had to put together, like, I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's like you get the game, and then you gotta put together like this portal.
What?
And like he took the time to like put it all together. I'm looking at all this. I was like, you got it.
Right.
And I was like, you want some help? He was like, no, I got it. So he put it all together. I'm like, damn, you better than me, cause at that age, I made my older brother put all this stuff together because I don't got patience to put shit together like that. So I brought my Xbox. No, I didn't. I left that here. I brought my PlayStation 4, my PlayStation 3. He wanted me to bring my PlayStation 3 because we was playing Scott Pilgrim. He said, bring that down so we can beat Scott Pilgrim. Because we got closer and we didn't do it. So we ended up beating Scott Pilgrim.
I still ain't
We was playing Mortal Kombat X, and it was funny because you know how little kids like to make fun of how old you are.
Kids.
So Mortal Kombat X, I'm playing with Sub-Zero. I took his head off, and I like, yeah, Julius, that's an old move. He was like, how old? Like Atari old? I'm like, no. So I had Mortal Kombat collection on my PlayStation 3, and I showed him Mortal Kombat 1. He was like, wow. And they still doing it after all these years? Like, yep.
Sample moment.
Mm-hmm.
Be having to school them.
So,
You gonna learn.
you know, me and him stayed up. I ain't stay up all night because, hell, I am old. So, if he stayed up all night, I let him play Mortal Kombat. And, you know, after a billion times, he finally beat shit up. He was talking shit to me. So, when I woke up the next morning, I had to school him.
Damn.
Played a little Guilty Gear X, and he was actually beating my ass in that, but he didn't like the game. He's like, yeah, this is okay, but let's play Mortal Kombat again. So he has a Wii U, and he has two younger sisters. He has one sister that's 1 year younger than him, and he has another sister that's like 3 years younger than him. So we all playing like Mario Kart 7 on 3DS, and they beat my ass. Like, yeah, humbled the shit out of my ass. But long story short, man, got a chance to hang with my nieces and nephew playing Wii U shit. Kicked it with my parents. Kicked it with my sister, who I don't see too often.
Nice.
And got back here. And once again, on the flight back, some bullshit happened about the plane where the damn flight was delayed. But we got here safe and sound. And, right. We got here safe and sound, and we didn't lose our luggage. So, and I got like $50 for Christmas and a bunch of like food gift cards. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what's up.
yeah.
I didn't do damn thing for Christmas, and it was glorious. No, I did stay. I stayed in town. I didn't go out of town because I mean, I had the vacation days. I just didn't feel like spending them because it's not like anything special was. I mean, Christmas is always special at the house, right? But no, there wasn't anybody that was going to Detroit that was going to add to that, if that makes sense. Like usually somebody else in my family is going home at the same time that I'm going home, but that wasn't the case this time. So I was like, well, I'm not, I've never really been a homesick type of person anyway, so it wasn't really a big deal for me to go home. I'm going to go home at least 2 or 3 times a year anyway. Everything at the house is fine. It's not like I got to go up there and make sure everything's cool and shit.
Right.
So I was like, I sent my wife. She likes to go home damn near every month if she can. So, if somebody needs to fly home, it's usually her. I was like, okay, well, I know you want to go home, so get your flight and go home. It's all good. I saved my vacation days. I mean, everybody at work wanted to go places, and that was fine with me. I was just like, okay, I'll run point while folks are out. It wasn't a big deal. Usually where I work, well, during the holidays at least, I mean, those 3 weeks, the week of Christmas and the week after, and then leading up and then after New Year's, it's usually about basically 3 weeks of like 25% of the work that we usually have. So, I mean, it's literally like, okay, I'm gonna get to work. We might have an issue here or there, but it's not gonna be like a regular day at all. Basically, it's gonna be about half a month of bullshit. It was just, oh, did you see the new trailer? Oh yeah, did you see that? Yeah, we just talk about shit. So it's not really a problem for me to work. So leading up to Christmas, I didn't really get too much stuff because, like Spidey said, I mean, it wasn't really a big deal. I'm constantly getting shit. Like I said before, I'm a collector, so I was thinking about this the other day. Like literally every other day, there's a new game in my mailbox. Because I find stuff for really, really cheap online, and if it's something that I want, $3, $4, $5, $6, I just make it happen real quick. So it wasn't really a big deal for me to go out and find something to do. I literally had to ask Dr. Funk, what should I get for Christmas? Because
Yeah.
I haven't bought a current gen game since last year. Yeah, since last year, since Destiny first came out.
Yeah, you asked about the Dragon Ball Z, but I was like, man, I mean, it's cool, but you know, you decide between Shovel Knight and Dragon Ball Z and what's the other game you said? Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z can wait.
That's right. So I just ended up scooping up that Shovel Knight, which is I've been eager to play that shit since it came out. And once I found out that they were actually gonna have a physical release, that was like a no-brainer because I'm gonna support good games. So I bought that. Started playing that. Really played mostly Destiny over the break. Did a bunch of raids, all kind of action going on there. Went back to Shovel Knight, beat the shit out of Shovel Knight because I couldn't stop playing it. Honestly, that's like right now. It's one of my favorite games. It's just highly entertaining. I even got my wife playing it now, but she's like, "What is this? Have I played this before?" So yeah, she played DuckTales coming up. Everybody played DuckTales coming up. So understand the mechanic, you will enjoy that game. I highly recommend that game to pretty much anybody who play video games.
Nice change of pace from all the Call of Duties and
all the shooting,
Destinies and the Maddens and the 2Ks.
It seems like more of the shit.
It's a throwback.
Yeah, and it's like most of the games now that use the old 8-bit / 16-bit. Most of them are just gimmicks. I mean, because they're using that because it's easy to develop for, and then there's not a lot of overhead as far as I don't have to worry about the graphics being that good. Therefore, I don't have to pay as many people. We can get away with this much. You know, I don't have to feel bad about the graphics not being next gen, but it doesn't actually have that classic feel or the classic sound like Shovel Knight does. And as good as I thought Shovel Knight was gonna be, is way fucking better than that. It was even doper than that. So
yeah, it exceeded my expectations too.
Off the chain. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite games right now. And the soundtrack is hitting on 100.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I gotta download my free soundtrack. My darn self.
And then when you beat it, there's a whole nother game after that with one of the other knights, which is dope. I think they put that. I looked up the update patches on it. They put that update out in September. And I didn't realize that shit until I beat it. It's like, oh, okay, now choose this person to play the whole game differently. So, yeah. Fucking dope. So, yeah, that was it. Oh, yeah, no, I did buy one game. I bought Christmas Night. Well, I didn't buy Christmas Night, but I bought Nights into Dreams on PSN.
Oh, shit. On PSN?
Yeah.
On
it's an HD, yeah. And it came out in like 2012. I'm like, where the fuck have I been?
Cuz, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, you get that. You can play it in Saturn graphics or you can play it in HD. And then once you get so far, you can unlock the Christmas nights and the New Year's night stage. So, that's pretty dope for me. Yeah, I was like, man, that's taking it all the way back. So, I was excited about that. Let's see.
Nice.
What else did I do? Let's see.
Shit, I had
Of course, seen Star Wars in all its glorious splendor.
We'll get to that.
And yes, Wookiee's in the building, and went to see Creed. Creed was off the chain.
Hell yeah.
Creed was really good. If you like anything about the Rocky movies, Creed is a very proper continuation of that series.
Yes, that it was. It was awesome.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I seen it, man. I seen that about like twice. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was. Man, so good.
Like, it just, man, I don't know. Oh, yes, sorry. Sure.
Yeah, no, that was it. That was a finish up with Creed. That's pretty much it.
But yeah, it just, man, something to be said about that movie is just the way it was shot, though. It had such a raw way that it was shot, like with steady cam and shit. And like, I think it was, I'm trying to remember what fight it was. It was one scene where they had like the camera just no cuts. Like
one take.
One take, no cuts.
Yeah, it was like.
Was it the first one when he?
No, it was that was the final fight actually because it was like 2 rounds straight.
Oh yeah.
I followed him all the way out with the head with the Tupac
that
playing in the
shit
background.
was so fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
When he came out, it was like a damn video game, like RE4 is like over the shoulder and shit.
Yes.
That was hard, man. Then when my mans came out, pretty Ricky Coleman, with the dude spitting fire and shit, I was like, he had all the belts.
It was dope.
He had all the belts.
It
was so dope.
I was like, damn, is this wrestling or is this fucking boxing?
It was like,
there you go again.
Yeah,
that one out.
It's all good.
It was too hard.
It was that dope.
It really was. And then he had to. Oh my bad.
No, we both talking about it. Like the thing that I really liked about it too is that everybody here knows. Like, you should know fucking Rocky by now. I mean, the thing about Rock was cool. Rock 1, 2, and 3 was great. Rock 4 was one of those.
A very
American fuck yeah type
grandiose
thing.
Departure from
but it was still like it's still Rock, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just
then Rock 5 was like, oh okay, well
I kinda like that one though.
You like Rock 5?
A little bit because it's just like I don't know, man. I'm kind of I don't know, I guess because I'm kind of what it is, kind of a mellow ass person. This is kind of a mellow movie.
I see what you're saying.
It was dope because it was just like, hey man, like even though like I done did all this shit, like this still like my hood, like, you know, it's my home. You know, I'm very what's the word I'm looking for? I got a soft spot for my home, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I you know, just dealing with some of the stuff I dealt with, like kind of dancing, it wasn't to that degree. But it's just, you kind of know how it is to work with manipulative type, so it's like I kind of relate to it on a certain aspect. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But,
yeah. My take on 5 though is just like I see where they were going with the story, but they really made Rock look like he had like his brain might have been leaking out of his ears. Like his words would slur like on purpose, and it was like. Okay, we know Rock isn't the smartest person, but we also know that he's not a fucking retard either.
Right.
And so that I think that, for me, it felt like they played into like, oh, he can't, his brain don't work like it used to.
Well,
he can't get like, and I know he got his ass beat. Yeah, he got his ass.
We'll get PC. We know he's not disabled.
Yeah, we'll get PC, but The thing that I like, and you know what, I never did watch Rocky Balboa, the one where he was like super old but still wanted to fight. I seen the flab on his arm in the preview, and I was like, yeah, I'm straight on.
It was okay. It had some good scenes.
Didn't he fight like Antonio Tarver or something?
Yeah, that's what he fought.
Like, why the fuck do I want to see him fight Tarver? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway.
And then for some, like, you know, what it did was, with the continuation, it did good as far as continuing the story.
It did.
Yeah, but, you know, it wasn't all that.
Yeah.
It had a few good scenes and a few good, you know, speeches that he gave, because, you know, Rocky always got some good
Always,
So, yeah, that was that. But, yeah, man, I think what I liked about Creed was, when you look at the first Rocky, it's definitely a time capsule of that period that it was shot in, like 1973. Was it 73? I
think 73, 74.
74. I can't remember.
It was right around the same time as Star Trek.
Yeah,
right before. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking about Enter the Dragon at 73. I don't know if it was Rocky. It might have been 73. Anyway, I'm sure somebody will correct us. The internet will.
Yeah.
But it was a time capsule of that, and they coached you there during that time period. But what I liked about this one was, it was. This was more of a black movie this time around. So what was cool was it kept the spirit of that, but at the same time it shows a different side of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Now, and it showed the culture there, which I thought was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was really cool. You know how they had the dudes and they was on bikes and shit. Yeah, and how they was kind of. I thought that was a dope scene. Even though some people might think it was over the top, I thought it was really awesome.
That's how Philly is now, though. In the urban areas, that is how Philly is now. I mean, and I noticed that, like, even though everybody clowned on Meek Mill, they had a couple songs from Meek Mill in
Philly.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He ripped Philly hard. And so that, you know, a couple of the scenes where he was like training and fighting, they would have some Meek Mill songs in there.
That's what's up,
and
man.
so it's like, okay, I see what they doing with this. So it kind of did work out. And that what we were talking about earlier, I think 76.
76. Okay, I was way off. Man.
But what I did, like, they didn't make. To me, that Rock didn't look stupid.
Yeah,
He just looked like an old man. He responded like an old man. Like that. The script was just fucking good. Like when he was giving Adonis the reps. He was like, okay, give me some practice reps. And instead of writing it down, like Rocky wrote it on paper. And Adonis just took a picture of the paper and said, okay, I'm good. And he's like, don't you want to take this with you? He's like, no. It's in the cloud.
And he was like,
he looked up at the sky and said,
doing it.
Cloud. So it was just the back and forth between all the characters were cool. Rocky didn't look like he was slow.
Yeah.
He just looked like an old man who was kind of jaded to a certain degree because he had people that he loved, he had people that he lost. I mean, anything that you love enough, you gonna deal with pain through that experience. So it was just really good, man.
It was.
And they also did a good job of, even though I didn't really like the way, you know, Adonis was like the side baby or whatever, but they had to find a way to give
something.
me.
Yeah.
And then what you said, for as far as the main character being a black character, was pretty dope. And the other thing was, I noticed, and I can't remember who I was talking to this about, was that this is a mainstream movie. It's got a black main character, and that black main character wasn't just like a solo person. He had a girlfriend, and they had a relationship, relationship. Yeah, usually a black relationship is on Tyler Perry or somebody's play turn movie,
right? Or
somebody's comedy / look who's coming to the family funeral dinner.
Who ate the potato salad? That's an actual movie. You want to see an actual movie with fucking Jaleel White of all people?
It's slick funny as hell.
Look up who made the potato salad. Potato salad. Look that shit up. It's funny as hell.
Yeah. Oh, another dope tidbit about Creed. The dude that directed Creed also directed
Ryan Coogler.
Fruitville Station.
Yeah,
and he is also directing Black Panther. So that's right there is like, oh, okay, this is the start of some straight up dope
shit. Yeah. And I'll just give some closing statements on it, and I'll jump off of it. But I'm gonna just land on a few more things with it. Like, it was dope. The soundtrack was really dope. Yes. How they infused like hip hop and kind of music now, because when you listen to the music in Rocky, that was the music of that time. But they wove in some of the original things with the new things really well,
organically.
It wasn't tried. It wasn't in your face like, hey, this is some black shit. You know, it wasn't like 29 or 250 in your face and shit. You know what I mean? It was like it was subtle, but you knew it was going down. So I appreciated that, and they knew when to put in certain things at the right time. I got the soundtrack. The shit is dope. Man, like that shit. I be tearing up, dog, listening to that training montage, because it just, something about that scene did something to me, man. When he was standing out the window and he was yelling whatever, we couldn't hear him yelling.
That was one of the dopest scenes.
And the dudes in the back on the boat. It kind of reminded me of that scene in Hook, when Hook got his power back. And he drew the line, and he was like this, and everybody behind him like, yeah, we in the game, motherfucker, we in the game, yeah. You know them damn Lost Boys is motherfucking gang. Man, that shit they was doing, that was a gang sign, dog. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, scenes like that always make me tear up. But at the same time, what really touched me about the movie was the position that he was in at first. He had a good job, on office or whatever. But really, that wasn't him. That wasn't what he wanted to do, and that's what really spoke to me. Like, being somebody who's feels more creatively inclined as far as doing shit that's mundane. Like, I really felt that. Like, damn, what if it was an opportunity for me to have a chance? Like, would I do that? Like, it was finally a movie that me as a black man I could relate to, and that's hard to come by. And he wasn't like extra like cooning around and being like, man, fuck you. I mean, of course he was acting like that because I don't give a damn who you are. If you black, that shit's in you.
Yeah.
It's some hood in you. I don't give a fuck. That's just part of us. So man, you can act snooty as you want to, but you know it's been a time when you was at McDonald's and somebody looked at you wrong or they gave you the wrong shit. You was like, wait a minute, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah.
Surprise. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. True lies, motherfucker. Yeah,
Tell me how you died with big facts, but you ain't died with nothing.
Okay. But yeah, I felt I can relate to that, and I felt that shit. He was like, man, I'm a fighter. This is shit I want to fucking do. This is what I'm feeling. And he quit his fucking job, and he was like, I'm boxing. Fuck it. You know? And I was like, damn, that's like kind of a fantasy for me. If I could just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm breaking. That's all I'm gonna do and shit. I'm doing this podcast, and y'all gonna help me out on Patreon. I'm just playing all this bullshit. So all in all, that was like a great ass movie, and I felt like I could relate to it. And like we said, it's a good continuation of the Rocky series. You know what I'm saying? And we're not saying it's perfect. Like you can go nitpick or whatever if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit.
I got better shit to do.
We got better shit to do. But we just gonna nitpick another fucking movie.
Enjoy life about that shit.
Yeah, we too old for that shit.
Let's see, what else we got going on? Oh yeah, so question, what are your top Christmas gifts of all time?
Oh shit.
I'm trying to come up with one. I'm trying to remember.
I can come up with some. I don't remember the years, but I can tell you what I got.
Oh, what up?
All right. I actually have a number 3, and then I have a tie for first. My number 3 is probably when we got a Nintendo. Again, I think it was like our second or third Nintendo. Cause, you know, Nintendos used to break back in the day, and then all you had to do was take it back to Toys R Us or Target, no receipt, nothing, to be like, hey, I don't want it no more, it don't work, give me a new one. They're like, okay. So I think this time what made it so cool was I got Mario 3, and I played it. One of the neighborhood kids had it, and I played it, and I was like, I want that game. I guess this might be a number 2. Is my auntie bought me a PS1, the small PlayStation 1, and the thing that made that so special was I had my own PlayStation. Like my brother had one, he had moved to be with his wife and child, so I was left at the house with Super Nintendo. So my auntie bought me like that and NBA Shootout like 2006 or something. Nice. It was a crappy shootout, but I was just happy to have it. I played the hell out of it. And then my dad, I told him I wanted a certain game at Meyer, and he remembered it and he got it for me, and that game was Breath of Fire 4. So I had Breath of Fire 4 and Shootout, so I was alternating between playing and dunking with Chris Webber and
alright, somebody figure out that year.
And
with Chris Webber,
playing with the 4th incarnation of Ryu. Best gift ever is probably
damn, that was a brain teaser right there.
Yeah, because you know every Breath of Fire main character is Ryu.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. You see, yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, Capcom, yeah. Anyway,
Word.
Best gift has to be the Super Nintendo, you know, Super Mario World. It just sucks that I didn't get to open it. Like, my brother and uncle had already opened it and was already, like, in the Vanilla Dome when I laid eyes on my Super Nintendo, so... that was some bullshit.
Right. So if you want that full story, check out our Super Castlevania footage. It's somewhere.
Yeah, I did talk about that full story. Yeah. But some honorable mentions as far as good gifts was, I think every year that Donkey Kong Country came out, I got it for Christmas. So I had like one Christmas Donkey Kong Country 1, the next one was 2.
Oh, nice.
And when I got Donkey Kong Country 3, I got like NBA Live 97. I don't want to say the worst gift, but like the most random gift I got was a snare drum. Like I didn't ask for it.
Shit.
I didn't expect it. Like I was truly surprised. I didn't know how to react.
Damn, that's kind of hard though, man.
No, it was like one of them concert, but it wasn't like no marching snare drum.
But I mean, at the time, though, that would still be dope.
Was that before you were playing though?
I was playing snare.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
I didn't want that for Christmas. Like I wanted a game, and I think I asked for a game, and they just ended up getting that. I mean, it was cool. I took it outside and beat on it a couple mornings or whatever, but it's still at the house rusting away.
That's funny.
Oh, one more honorable mention. Damn, the year Pokemon was hot. Ended up getting Pokemon Yellow. Won the Game Boy Color. And usually my parents trick me by like wrapping video games up in like 4 or 5 different types of wrapping paper and just throwing that shit in the box when you think it'd be closed. And I won the Game Boy Color that year, and that's when Game Boy Color first came out, so they was hard to find. So, you know, they was like, well, here's the game, but we couldn't get the Game Boy. I'm like, you lying. Because, you know, my parents like to lie to me on Christmas, and they surprised me, said they got it, but they actually didn't have the Game Boy Color for me. I had to wait a couple days before I got that, so.
Wow.
Yeah, but that snare drum like fucked me up because I didn't know how to react.
Like, okay. Top Christmas gifts. Okay, I got 3 of them. This isn't in really any order that I can remember, but I just remember these 3 Christmases being the shit. I'm gonna start with one of the first ones I remember. Christmases I remember was. It was dope because like that was way back when you didn't you got what was it back in the day? They would send you these big catalogs.
Oh yeah.
Sears and
service merchandise.
Whatever happened to that?
All 3 of them places would send these big like
dumbass
encyclopedia size ass
big dumb stupid ass
with Christmas on it, and you knew it was about to go the fuck down,
raping whole quadrants of the rainforest, the world over.
And they would send it to you like in October because it was like get your shit together because it's going down.
Write your letter to Santa, motherfucker.
You got 2 months.
So, but like I didn't know what this concept was until like I don't know what I was doing homework. This might have been like first kindergarten or 1st grade. And I hear my mom in the other room. I think she was messing with me on purpose because she knew I love video games. And she's like, hey, what do we have here? Double Dragon, Super Mario. What's this Punch Out? And I was like, I hear from the other room, and you know how on the cartoons where you see somebody just kind of slide their head into the doorway, like, what the fuck you talking about? So I was like, are you you're not talking to me, are you? She's like, yes. Look at this book. And I was like, what's in here? And she's like, look at all these games. And I was just like, oh my god, what is this? And she's like, pick like 2 or 3 of them. And I was like, what? 2 or 3?
What games like
what does
$60,
this mean?
$70 back then.
What does this mean about 2 or 3 games? And so like that's literally what she like. I picked out some games and they ended up being there on Christmas, and it was just like, damn, this is dope as hell. But on top of that, I mean, I was still lit. You know, 1st grade, I was still like playing with toys and stuff too. Mm-hmm. So what I really wanted was back then. That was like Batman and Batman Returns around that time, earlier in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Yep. So I want Batman stuff, so she got me Batman. Or my folks, mom and my dad, they ordered. Not only did they order me the games, she turned to the other pages and was like, okay, so you got Batman here. Batman came. Joker came. Joker's henchman. The dude with the with the bald top that shot his parents in the movie.
Yeah.
He got that motherfucker in there. Got Robin, even though he didn't have nothing to do with the movies at that time.
They sure did have him in that. I remember that shit.
Yes.
He had the green shorts and everything.
The tighty shits. And
Yeah, Bob the Goon.
and got me the Wayne Manor action set on that ass.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, this is dope as shit. It had the breakaway, yes. Had the it folded up. It had like a breakaway ceiling to where Batman could grapple down into his
my
shit.
god. I'd have been.
That shit was dope. And I was just like, wow, this is probably some of the dopest shit ever. And I was just happy as hell. Another time was, it may have been the year immediately after that, or before. I can't remember.
Can it get better?
Yes, because it's basically the same thing. You know, 2 or 3 video games. And I mean, I didn't really get video games throughout the year. They would get me 1 on my birthday, and then like 2 or 3 on Christmas. So it was still dope that I was getting games, but we would rent games all the time, so it wasn't like I wasn't playing games.
Right.
But yeah, it was another situation where it was like I got 2 more. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas right after that, because I got Heavy in the Turtles, Ninja Turtles, of course. Had the whole, you know, Raph, Dynamite, Leo. Had Splinter, had Shredder, and the freaking that was when the Pizza Shooter had came out.
Yay.
So my birthday's in October. They bought me the Pizza Shooter in October, and then a bunch of other action figures, a bunch of, you know, enemies and shit, because I already had the main characters. And then for Christmas they got me the freaking what was it, the sewer den or whatever you call it?
Oh my god,
the whole
that
set
mug was so dope.
with the power lines that you would swing down.
Oh yeah, I had
And
that shit too.
the sewer set where you could drop a dude in the tubes and he would come shooting out through the den. Just a bunch of dope ass shit, and the thing was huge. Like, you could play with it for days. And you find new shit over here, new shit over there. On top of that, they bought me one of the villain. I can't remember whose car that was. Somebody had like a big classic looking car where the wheels folded down.
Was that like a convertible?
Yeah.
Oh wait. It wasn't a neutrino car, was it? That flew in the air.
Yeah, it was like the wheels folded down, and it was supposed to hover or something like that.
Yeah, that's like Neutrino's car.
Damn,
from Dimension X or whatever.
Damn, yeah, they bought me that shit.
That's what's up.
So it was just like, damn, this is dope as hell. So those 2 Christmases, I'm pretty sure they were year back to back, like either 90, 91 or 91, 92 type thing. And then the one I remember the most though was the year I got a Sega Saturn. I think that was 96, and it wasn't. They didn't buy me a Sega Saturn. I bought my own Sega Saturn, but Christmas was right around the corner, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy myself a Sega Saturn, just put it under the tree, and wait for a little bit and open it. And so once my folks found out that I was saving up my money, paper out, shoveling snow, doing all kind of stuff, they was like, okay, well, we'll just get you a bunch of games since you bought the system.
Oh, nice.
They bought me like 6 games, and that was the one 96. That was the Saturn that came with 3 games.
Oh, okay.
So I was set like a motherfucker, like all kind of games just everywhere. So I think those were the 3 that I remember the best. Those were just dope as hell.
Man, I gotta let me interrupt real quick for you, go Spidey. Now that you talk about toys, my brother used to get me toys. I don't know why, because I didn't care for them. But every year, I'll tell you this. Every year he'd buy like one of them electric race car tracks, but it wouldn't last to New Year's. But it'd be dope because they go against the wall and shit and loop the loops. And I mean, I put down like whatever I was playing video game wise, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and I played with that shit for like 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
But that shit didn't last to the next year. But one year, I want to say it's when I got Donkey Kong Country 2. Because I think that was the year Street Fighter, the movie, came out. He bought me in Bison's Fortress.
Oh, word.
And I didn't ask for it. That shit was tight. I think he bought me like Bison came with it.
Wasn't that like a remake of the G.I. Joe Fortress?
It looked like it because it folded out 2 sides.
Yeah, I used to have that too. The G.I. Joe one though, not the Bison one. But I remember it had like the clamshell. And you would fold it all up and you could pick it up at once. That shit was dope as hell.
Yeah, what I remember about that shit was it came with so many missiles. And it was like so much
turrets and shit everywhere.
Man, you could have so many adventures.
Yeah. The
scenarios. Yep, they had a jail cell. You could bust out the jail cell and man. Dude, I think that shit's still in the garage, or he might have took it and finagled away to sell it. But he wouldn't put my stickers on. That pissed me off. So I tried to do it myself and fucked it up.
Yeah, them creases in them and shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm through. I'm sorry, Spidey.
No, you good, man. You all good, man. It's Rick Chan. Alright, up here on the caboose. Let's see what we got. Because I remember shit, but it's like fragments, man.
See, it not like when you start talking about it, you start remembering. That's my thing.
Yeah, it's fragments for me. I do remember one of the most notable being, I got the PS1 and shit with like Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Ooh.
And then like, oh snap, fucking Mortal Kombat Trilogy, everybody.
That's something you play all day
been
too.
talking about this shit, and I was like, wait a minute, motherfucker, Johnny Cage in the game, hell yeah, looking like Shawn Michaels with the glasses on and shit. They done changed the actor. I was hyped because I remember, man, I was devastated when I found out Johnny Cage was in Mortal Kombat 3. So when I found out he was in that shit, boy, you already know. So I just, like y'all said, I just played that junk ever. Of course, I had to go to my dad's house to play it because he was like, well, yeah, this is both for our kids. This is when my dad see what he'd do, he'd buy something like, yeah, this is mine and yours because they bought it for themselves. But it's like, I guess you could use it, so I guess it's both of ours. So I remember that being a big deal. Thinking back, like, this is a random gift that I got that I wasn't expecting. I got a keyboard, so there's another keeping thing with the whole musical thing there. I got a keyboard because I was taking piano lessons in 2nd grade, and then all of a sudden I had this fucking keyboard like Christmas. So I was like, okay. So I would practice on there because I took lessons on Friday. I don't know what happened. I should be some great musician right now, but I don't know. I was more worried about half doing karate and playing video games. So there went that. So kids, if you're doing something right now, keep at it, please, and stick to it. Anyway, yeah. So I got that. I remember one Christmas I also had a turtle fucking sewer thing, mabobber with the tubes and the damn thing, the swinging ass hole and shit in the car line and all that. Man, I used to put everybody in that hole. X-Men, Ninja Turtles, Batman, everybody was playing around.
Yeah,
everybody was Ninja Turtles, man. I had guest stars, we having their little talk show now. But anyway, all that stuff. And I remember like some stickers. The one I remember specifically was fucking Sneaky Pete's Pizza for some reason. I remember that sticker. Because I just remember finding that shit very odd. And I was like, why would you order pizza from this man? He sounds sketchy as hell.
Yeah, it's like razor blades up under my
Yeah, I don't want none of that. But yeah, I got that. And then I remember probably the same year I got a fucking Game Gear.
Yes.
And what happened is, on Christmas, whatever, man. Nobody really need to know, but you're going to find out about what I say. But I will always get things from my mom, and then I'll get things from my dad. But my dad will always come to the house on Christmas Eve and drop things off. And I will always stay up. My mom will let me stay up and wait till my dad got there. It's like, damn, I know dad for the make some shit. Because my dad used to always like I said, I had no choice in being a geek. So somehow my dad just knew what I wanted without even me saying anything. He would buy me shit that I didn't even know that I wanted. And I'd be like, man, this is awesome. So I remember the year he brought over a Game Gear, man. He brought the Game Gear. He was like, well, you can open this. So I opened the Game Gear. I had that with the Sonic that was hard as hell. But I'm like, I basically got a system in my house under my mom's nose. Because see, my mom, big time educator, did not want me having games in the house. She felt I wasn't going to do my homework or whatever. But for some reason, I got away with having handheld games. I just couldn't have them when you hook up to the TV. So, side note story, my auntie, when I was like real little, like probably like 2, she bought me a Nintendo. And my mom told her to take it back. And I was kind of pissed.
Wow.
I was kind of mad.
No.
Ever since my mom told me that, I was like, Mom, why'd you do that? But yeah, so anyway, Game Gear. I got the Game Gear, and you know, I had a system basically in my house under my mom's nose, so I was winning. I got like Mortal Kombat 2, and
I had that.
where it was only like you could only play with so many characters. It didn't have Baraka, and it didn't have Kung Lao.
And some people had different fatalities.
Yeah, it had different fatalities. It didn't have Raiden. Jax had this cheap ass fatality. If you got to him, where you get the multiple slam, you keep slamming them until they explode in the bones and shit. Basically, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, but it was missing quite a few characters because it was basically the Master System version. So yeah, but it was still fun to play. Shit, you know.
Yeah.
It was MK2 in my house, and that was the closest I had. I had that, and I had the first X-Men game, which was hard as fuck. And maybe it just wasn't hard. Maybe it was stupid. I don't know. That game was stupid.
I agree.
You had to like beat certain levels to play with certain characters. Like I remember, you had to beat the Brood level to get Psylocke, but I don't want to drag on too long. So I got that. I got Batman and Robin. That was dope. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember one more thing. I can't even really. Oh yeah, I got a pool table one year. That was like air hockey and shit.
Oh yeah, that was hot back in the day, dog.
So it was.
And I remember
pool table / hockey /
yeah.
what was the last one?
It was like chess and like backgammon.
Yeah.
You didn't know what the fuck to do with a backgammon.
Or that little soccer shit too. Remember the soccer
football?
Football.
Yeah.
Nobody know what the fuck a backgammon was. I thought that was gambit jumping back.
See, I'm starting like the more we talk about this, the more I remember. I had one year. I got one. You remember that gun that would transform into like 3 or 4 different swords? I'm gonna try to find it. It was like a gun you could break down into like a sword, but then you could attach it in different ways. It was like 6 or 7 different things. I'm gonna try to find it. I'm just rambling at this point.
But yeah, it just, it was dope, man. My mom would give me a lot of dope stuff, like a lot of dope toys, like a lot of educational stuff. It wasn't like beating you over the head educational, but it was like, you know what? I'm learning some shit and I'm having a good time. Like I dig that. You know what I mean? Like I would get like books and stuff. I like to read back then, so that was dope for me. I don't know, but like I said, not really nothing that I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's like funny what you said, Geezy, about when we talk about more stuff this come. Like, yeah, I got a few books. I think that's when I got, like, Mark Twain, Huck Finn, all that crap, Treasure Island. Oh, I know what my shitty gift was, because I knew I would never do it. My 1 year, now, I love my family, outside my immediate family, but, for Christmas, my mom's siblings didn't get us anything. My dad's siblings, his youngest brother used to get us all kinds of toys. His brother that was up underneath him, he'd give us something like a sandwich maker. That shit was the bomb because he used to fuck out that sandwich maker. Or what he gave me 1 year was a sleeping bag that glowed in the dark. That was the dopest shit.
Nice.
It was some old generic shit with dinosaurs on it. I used to sleep underneath it and everything. And next year, he bought me a tent. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh shit, I got a tent. Like, I get to set that up in the house. I'm a young kid and shit. Now I think, well, I'm like, my dad was like, Now you know he just gave you some old shit that he had laying around.
Leftover shit. Oh man,
words, I got a rock.
But damn it, back then that was all the rage. You didn't have to make it for it. You had a real tent then, shit.
Yeah, but my dad wasn't putting another goddamn tent in the house.
yeah, nah.
I remember we had all that.
Nah, that's not good.
I got like a Batman Returns tent. That was pretty good. And then my cousin had one too. So I'm gonna tell you this funny ass story because we got the Rock and Sock Robots.
Yes.
We had the fucking Batman animated series version of that. It'd be like Batman, and you had Penguin on the other side. You had the ring and everything. So I remember me and my cousin both got that for Christmas. So it was funny. Like we was outside in the tent. Like this was in the summer, and like it was like about 50 motherfuckers in that tent, bro. We must have been real little. And I remember we had like a little indoor like fighting ring and shit. Betting on the fight, my bad. Again. God, yeah. We was betting on the fight.
Down.
It was going down that bitch. We was like, yeah. We was getting it in. And I remember my uncle came outside like, what the hell going on out here?
Right.
And he was like, hey, what y'all doing out here? Oh, we just boxing. All right. Are y'all being civilized? And then like the one white kid that was on the street at the time, he cracked me up. He was like, yes, sir, I ain't being civilized. not that many, but it was just like the way that he said that shit was hilarious. Like, bro, we not even doing nothing. Chill out, man.
Right.
Just chill. You gonna get everybody in some shit. Like trying to act like something's going on. But anyway, I just remember that because he said tent.
Wow. I found the gun I was talking about. It was called the Eliminator TS7.
Hey, that sounds dope.
Look at this shit. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Damn, that's some.
It's 7 different weapons. It cost $40.
Oh hell.
Let me see.
Look at this. Look at this.
Fucking money. I remember that.
Yeah, that shit was dope as hell. And my cousin broke it. My
Oh
cousin
man.
Chris, which I was young, but man, it took me some years to forgive his ass for that shit. Cause you get them cousins where like
They
you get some dope shit and they see you
They
got
come
some
over
dope
and
shit
they come break that
and
shit.
they come break that motherfucker
Yep, my bad,
because
bro.
they can't have it. That's they just find a way to fuck it up.
Or they
Because
just
they ain't shit.
or they just fuck shit up any damn way.
You're right. They just the type of people that fuck shit up. Like I'm the type of person that always kept my shit.
Like.
Cause I had little sisters, so it's like they would get into your shit. And you'd be like, okay, well that means I just gotta hide it, or I gotta find a way to put it somewhere that they don't give a fuck about. Very simple.
Your cousin come on like, yeah, this is my dude, man. I want him to see this shit. Yeah, we gonna play with this shit. Next thing you know, he not threw it up against the wall. Mother.
I got you, motherfucker.
Yo, I love you to death. You wanna be like Denzel. You know, if he wasn't my cousin, boy, I'd kill you, right?
Right. Alright, so we got the Christmas stuff out of the way, I think.
Word up.
Let's see. What's next? Let's see. We kind of touched on what we've been doing lately already.
Yeah, just playing video games. We're getting ready to go back to work.
That's
Right.
like, talking to you guys again.
Yeah.
Getting back into production with the the videos and stuff. Kind of took a long hiatus. That's why y'all ain't really seen nothing up on the channel.
I got something to ask you about that. I asked you off there.
Okay, off air. Woo! Other than that, I got some stuff for the new segment that I don't know.
Oh yeah, we got that.
Yes.
Oh, next, let's see.
So do y'all want to take a break from?
We still got some more to go.
Okay. I'm about to say we are hour in.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna break.
Okay. Well, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a bit of a break. And what's next on the agenda? We're gonna come back in with.
We're gonna come back in with comic. We're gonna come back in with gaming tech and comic news, which is also going to include our, or at least me and Spidey's Star Wars impressions.
Woo! Fuck that shit.
Y'all get ready for the spoilers. If you ain't seen it yet, then fuck you, because you don't
skip
matter.
ahead.
You don't care, so you don't matter.
Right, you would have been seeing that shit already, motherfucker.
Spoilers
The spoilers
coming
damn
at
it.
you.
So if you don't like that, you can my ass.
That sounds real freaky.
It really sounded like. Okay.
But yeah, we'll get back to you. We're gonna take a quick pause for the cause.
All right.
Just don't dip too many fingers in the sauce.
Whoa.
I'll let you- Good evening, Commander. This is one of your hosts, Rick Chan, on the Meanwhile On Funkatron podcast. There's two rules when it comes to listening to the Meanwhile On Funkatron podcast. Rule number one, like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube. They got the Castlevania and all the other videos there. Rule number two, check us out on SoundCloud. Listen to these fine shows that we're producing for you, and they're gonna get better in the coming days. Now, sitting beside me on your break, who we got?
Dr. Funk still here, goddammit. Damn, it's late as hell.
And
But we still in this bitch.
we still in this bitch. Sorry. Yeah, Ratchet.
Yeah, what up, Daisy? Still in this bitch. You already know. 2016. New year, new me. What? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, this is just this is a break. We just wanna let you know.
Homies over hoes.
Well, I guess that, and you know,
Homies over hoes.
thanks for listening.
Homies over hoes.
If you made it this far, thank you very much. We're glad that you guys have checked out the first episode and probably enjoyed it, which is why you're checking out this one, or you just feel really bad and you want to check it out. That's fine too. But we just want to make sure you know, like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. We got a new video up. Happy Boo Year. We put up the next segment of the Castlevania playthrough that we all did. Well, we were talking and Dr. Funk was playing, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, this is the break. So we're going to get back into some news and some Star Wars talk. So, like we said before, if you ain't ready for that, go ahead and skip ahead because we about to tear some shit up.
Spoilers!
Spoilers, motherfucker. Alright. Peace. Part 2 Bum Rush the Show. We back in effect and we ready to flow. Gaming news, comic news, tech news, we ready to go.
Check it out on a rumor, General.
Let's do it.
Alright, I just got a couple, not too many. We're gonna talk about Star Wars and all that, but Mike, Dr. Fun, this is one that you'll like. This no new Destiny content until mid-February. But it doesn't even say if there will be content. That's pretty much just no new updates, that's fine by me, I guess. I mean,
They still got the racing shit going on?
the racing shit went up. That ended on the 29th of December.
Okay.
So it's just regular Destiny right now. Taking King. So whatever. At least they give us time to do other things.
Right.
Play other
And you know, a
fucking
few
games.
people, including yourself, was pretty pissed a couple of days ago because PlayStation Network went down for a few hours. I was like, look at all these motherfuckers playing Star Wars, Battlefront, and Destiny, and a bunch of other shit. You can't do shit. And, you know, fuck them new gen games where you have to just be on the internet to enjoy them. That shit's whack.
Just cause.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. It did piss me off though, like, cause I was playing Iron Banner and then
Oh,
the
yeah.
network went down, so I didn't even get to finish what I was trying to finish. Whatever. Next, new Mortal Kombat X characters.
Combat Pack 2 gameplay
2.
trailer.
Combat time.
I think I'm gonna get it for that too, cause I've been enjoying the hell out of those out of Combat. I know a lot. I don't know why a lot of people say they didn't like it, but I do understand that they added 3 different styles to each character, so it's a lot of different stuff going on. But that's just I thought that was dope.
It is dope because it adds to replayability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're not playing with the same character the whole time. You're really fighting with 3 different characters.
Right.
Which these new games don't really have a lot of replayability. And like people complain about that shit, and it's like, well, there you go. Don't you want to keep playing the shit you paid $60 fucking for? Pretty sure you don't want to play the game like 2 times to put it up. I mean, shit. I'm not rich, so $60, man. That's an investment, you know. But that does say who's in the Leatherface and the Xenomorph and Sector or some shit.
It's like all 3
Bo-Raicho?
ninjas in Bo-Raicho. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Bo-Raicho, damn.
I'm not looking forward to Bo-Raicho. It's
I
just
forgot about dude though. That was like, what was that? Deception?
Deadly Alliance.
Deadly Alliance.
I'm ashamed to say how much of that game I played.
Yeah, I played a lot of that game too.
It was entertaining at the time.
Yeah, at the time, but shit,
It wasn't great, but I mean, it was
Looking
fine.
back,
It was just Mortal Kombat, so it's like you was gonna play it. 'Cause
You had to do it.
I want to rip somebody's head off.
You had to. Just like Mortal Kombat 4. And, you know, just kind of touching on the Mortal Kombat thing, going back to Christmas thing real quick. I remember I got Mortal Kombat Mythologies, and that was almost dope. So I played this shit.
Yeah.
But we still thought it was cool because we was kids.
Yeah, we was like, man, it's going to be a beat 'em up for each one. You can put in the commands, and this is going to be awesome, man. Bullshit.
to play this. It's brand new.
Hell yeah.
It was a good idea though. It was just shitty.
Poorly executed.
Yeah.
The best thing about that game, I'll say, was them fucking those death scenes where he was in front of a green screen, probably laying on the floor, going like, "Oh!"
Only on PlayStation, not on 64.
Not on 64. You know, that was kind of a Christmas gift for me.
On 64.
That was kind of a gift for me
this shit.
to see AVGN do that game. I've been wanting somebody to do that game for the longest. And I looked up on Christmas, like, I wonder what Cinemaster up to. Lo and behold, he had a Mortal Kombat Mythologies video, and I was like, yes, this is everything I wanted.
He was pissed the fuck off too.
Wow.
And he said he never played it. But even with them shortcomings, like me and my friends still try to play it. We like, man, it's sweet. You just gotta
know what you're doing. And
that was one of them games you need to have codes to enjoy.
That's why they had so many. They had every code for that game because they knew it was some bullshit.
Bull and shit.
Okay, sorry about that.
Chill. Next. So this story's been circling around in a lot of tech. Not tech, but just in the gaming community. It's about the guy with the Super Nintendo that kept his Super Nintendo on for the past 20 years because he couldn't save the game. And they said the only time he turned it off was when he moved. But people, like, for some reason they believe that this is possible to keep a Super Nintendo.
Chicken up on a rumor, General.
Why the fuck is that even remotely possible in your brain to believe some bullshit like that?
If that was possible, why would you even do it? That's just stupid.
Looks like we were told wrong.
So you gonna tell me that for 20 years he had access to the same outlet? This outlet never went down. The TV that was connected to the outlet never went down.
What the fuck?
The house connected to the electricity never went down. They never had a storm where the electricity.
That's what I was about to say. Where the fuck
turned the fuck off?
This dude live at?
Like what? Even skyscrapers fucking lose power every now and then. So your house sitting at the end of the fucking road is not gonna have continuous power for 20 years. It's not gonna have continuous power for 1 year. He didn't keep that stupid ass system on for 20 years. If you believe that stupid ass story, then you gullible as hell.
Hell yeah.
And why would you even want to believe some stupid shit like that? Why?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
How the fuck is a board? Those boards aren't made to last that long. Any of those components inside that machine.
Right.
It's supposed to last that damn long.
TV ain't gonna last that long.
Right. See, you think you gonna leave a Super Nintendo on in the same house with a dishwasher, a dryer, a clothes washer, a microwave, a toaster? Eventually the shit's gonna brown out. I don't care who you are, I don't care where you are.
Who you
It's
with?
a dumbass story. Y'all stop
from?
believing this bullshit people be
Stupid
saying.
shit.
Just like y'all keep believing that it's another Dreamcast coming out every other fucking stupid ass year. It's not gonna fucking happen. Sega's not coming back to the console business. You can't write a petition that will make Sega come back to the console business. Does that even make fucking sense? No, it doesn't. Don't be fucking stupid. It's not gonna happen. Don't stop believing this bullshit people be putting out. Just because it's gaming news doesn't mean it's true.
Man,
There's lies everywhere.
What's so bad about that Dreamcast thing? Everybody want that shit to happen so bad.
It's not gonna happen.
Like so bad. Like some people will like sell they
It's
You know why?
souls.
Yeah, but the problem with that is just people on the internet making money off of this fake idea.
Fake
Like,
ass shit.
oh, get on my Kickstarter so we can tell Sega to back this. But Sega ain't backing shit. They can barely put games on phones now. How the fuck they gonna make a system? They're not good with money.
Bruh.
They learned this shit 20 years ago. And they had enough money to last until the early 2000s. After that, they was like, okay, well, we need to chill out before we had to close all the doors and turn the lights out. Anyway.
This is what I think of your media, man!
Next, we got, and this one is really surprising to me. It's actually pretty fucking sad. Star Wars Battlefront.
What happened?
It's not gonna have any Force Awakens content that'll tie to the movie whatsoever.
That game is a
I know it's true.
disappointment.
That's some bullshit, ain't
What
it?
the fuck is that shit? How you gonna come out with the game and the movie came out
That
and
game
you're not gonna
was
tie the two together?
That game was a disappointment.
You know what they said?
Alright, Yoda, just wait a second.
How you gonna do that to Star Wars Force Awakens, man? I guess they trying to keep shit under wraps so tight that they
They
don't.
was just like, no, it ain't happening.
Yeah,
After
it ain't
like
happening
6 months
till-
from now, they'll have a Force Awakens.
Yeah, when the 8th movie come out, it don't even fucking matter no more.
Yeah. But that's fucking sad. I had fun with the beta, but I ain't paying more than $22.33 after tax for that bullshit. So
It looks pretty,
right, it's pretty, but after that,
especially that speeder bike chase.
it's still EA, and EA is a piece of shit when it comes to gaming. And I'm not gonna say they single-handedly ruined the gaming industry, but I think that they have single-handedly ruined the fucking gaming industry.
They fucking shit
Well,
up.
damn.
This annual bullshit that they keep coming out with. I don't like playing my video games in seasons like sports. I understand you do that shit to keep up with the seasons, but I don't want an action game every year at the same time all the time. I don't want the same Assassin's Creed. I don't want the same Call of Duty. I don't want that
Call of
shit.
Duty.
Oh shit! I don't want that shit every year the same way. It's just whack. And now people come to expect the same bullshit every year.
Yeah,
So all they do is play Call of Duty. All they do is play the same garbage.
Damn, we getting in the rent here.
Shit's whack. Yeah, but I guess we are.
But I will say this though about Battlefront. Some of that shit is dope though, like playing a speeder bike chase and stuff. Even though it was kind of hard to control this shit, it was kind of dope to finally play like a dope ass speeder bike. Even though they had it in the Sega arcade game, but when the hell are we ever gonna get that ported to anything? That would be nice to have like on PSN or something. Why they ain't never released that? You know, they could release Super Star Wars. They could release the arcade game.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect Wii fodder. You know, why they never thought about that? I'll never know. So,
I don't know.
yeah, who knows?
I don't know. It just seems like I thought Disney was smarter than that, but I don't know how much of a hand Disney has in as far as the video game side of it is concerned. I mean, it's still theirs, but I don't know. Hopefully they'll handle it differently next time.
I mean, it ain't like they don't have the money.
Right. Shit. Speaking of the money, next
Man,
topic.
The monies.
The monies.
The
Star Wars
monies.
Force Awakens current box office earnings.
Uh-oh.
You want to guess? Anybody want to guess?
Like $3 billion.
Right now, it is $1.591 billion.
That's a goddamn.
Yes. And it has not opened in China yet.
Really?
It opens in China tomorrow, or shit, by now today, but it hasn't even opened in China, which is the biggest market. Which means that $4 billion purchase is about to be right back in the bank real soon. That's ridiculous, man.
I guess that's something that people really wanted though for a long time.
Yeah. It'll double.
So he said, I'm rich,
And
bitch.
then the next one, it'll probably double. That's crazy.
Why couldn't they put Billy D in a movie?
Yeah, why they couldn't put him in the movie?
Calrissian. I don't know.
Did they explain his absence in the movie at all?
They don't say
Nah, hell
nothing
nah.
about it. Oh, we gonna get on that shit. Hold
Nah,
on.
nah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the next time we're
You
done.
you
That's it
already
for news.
know.
That's it for news. So we go to Star Wars reactions and spoilers now.
Woo! Star Wars. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Shit. So, I'm gonna start by saying this. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer, like I did at the beginning. Like I said, we on some ELE type shit. Everybody love everybody, okay? Ain't hating on nobody, no nothing. So I'll start off with this. I fucking love the movie. I thoroughly enjoyed the shit. It was everything that I needed to be, everything that I wanted to be. I mean, it wasn't perfect because, like we always say, or like DZ said, I'm gonna steal his line. What the fuck is that? You know. But yeah, it was everything that you know it should have been, and I loved it. I loved it and bought it. You know, I teared up in certain parts because I'm a big man, baby, and I get emotional sometimes about things because things like it just touch your heart. It just touch your heart. Anyway, but yeah. So that being said, you know, I got a few things. It was dope, man. It was dope.
It was dope. My initial reaction was, first of all, if I'm gonna go pay a bunch of money to go see something, I'm gonna pay $20 to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm not going to count the hairs on Han Solo's ball sack. So I enjoyed myself without being too critical, because you can over scrutinize anything these days. You're gonna find something wrong. So all these folks is complaining about, but it wasn't this, wasn't that. I mean,
that's the proper thing to do.
J.J. Abrams played it safe like he should have, because if he didn't play it safe, everybody would be complaining that he changed the story too much. I don't know what to do because he didn't explain to me why Luke's beard is longer than I thought it was supposed
to interject.
be.
That's the very thing, though, man. Like motherfuckers don't. I'm convinced to realize that motherfuckers don't want to enjoy shit anymore.
They don't. That's
what it is. Everybody is the popular thing to be overly critical about shit. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm saying I understand we geeks and that's what we do. Yeah, we do that because we love the shit so much and because you love it. But now you question you motherfuckers don't love this shit anymore. You know?
Right. And so here's another thing I was thinking about today. Like people say that the original trilogy was perfect, and the original trilogy was really great.
Yeah.
But you also have to understand that the original trilogy was geared towards children at a time that people who are our age and actually older than us were children, which means those weren't perfect films. They were good at the time, and they almost had perfect endings to a certain degree, but those films weren't perfect. They were good for you back then. But if those films released now, the original three, not the prequel, we're not even gonna get on the prequel, but if the original three released right now, people would rip them shits apart to no end. And I don't care how, you know what I'm saying, they were still great films, but people would rip those films apart endlessly. So I still think they're great. And I think J.J. Abrams did a good job. Basically all he did was retell New Hope. But he did it in a way that, and I hate to say this, he did it in a way that acknowledged all the fanboys enough to where they felt important. And he also did it in a way where they could sell merchandise, because Disney is not going to bring all this movie back without making money 3 or 4-fold.
Right.
If it ain't marketable, there's no point in spending the money on it. At the end of the day, it's to make money. It's not really to make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
If it makes you happy and it makes money at the same time, then it's a win-win. So that's just kind of my take on that. Like, I haven't even talked about the movie itself, though. The movie was good. They did a really good job of touching so many different places that needed to be touched. That you can't delve too deep into what you wanted it to be, because they had to address so many things for 30 years, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you could pinpoint any 10-minute block of the movie and make a whole nother movie off of it.
Yes, that's true.
Off of the different relationships that were created in this movie. Did they copy New Hope? Pretty much, because the format's there. If you got a winning formula, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. For anybody who had any problems with the way Han Solo died, then oh well.
Oh, there you go.
He didn't want to fucking be in this shit anyway.
Right.
And if you watch the movie, it was almost painful watching his ass run up and down the hallway. As soon as they took off, you saw Chewie take off and you saw Harrison Ford take off, and it was like, damn, man, he need a wheelchair.
He need one of them.
He need a Segway.
He need one of those.
He in the age best for me, man.
He need one of them.
He didn't look too good in that last Indiana Jones movie.
He was in a fucking plane crash like less than a year and a half ago.
So props to him for
being
doing it.
How the fuck he pulled that off?
And to be honest, just to kind of poke him a little bit, I think even though that he wanted Han to die basically in either before or in Return of the Jedi, because he felt like his character didn't have much more to do, which he fucking didn't at that point. You know, so the fact that he even did it with the amount of chops he put into that shit, because it was like he was having a ball, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like he really
He had fun with it, I think.
He didn't go through the motions at all. He brought life to the shit. So, props him for that. And just one more thing about Han. What I liked about him is sometimes you forgot he was old. Because when he started yelling at Chewbacca and shit, it sounded like you ain't hear that shit. It was just like, damn. He was like, I don't care what you smell. Get over here. I was like, damn, you sound like the old Honda.
Yeah, like two old friends still going at it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, you still ain't shit to me. I don't care how many shit we done stole.
Right.
How many people we done swindled. Nah, I still talk shit. So yeah, that was good. I thought that all the new characters were good.
The black boy died.
Damn near at the end, he damn near got served, but he did die. He's still alive. He got his ass handed to him, but he didn't lose a hand.
Yeah, he got the slave.
Damn.
The only part that was
Toby.
just like it was
Right
okay. It
across
was
the back.
two minor parts that I was just like, come on, dog. Maybe 3 really minor parts, but like when he landed on Jakku, and Jakku's a desert planet for the most part. No, it's just a desert planet flat out. where there's a bunch of wreckage of Star Destroyers and such.
Destruction home. Star Wars style.
He was thirsty and he couldn't find a place to eat. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah, yeah.
And the first place that he found to eat was like a pig's trough or whatever.
Oh wow.
And it was just like, come on, man, don't have the only black dude in the film drinking with the pigs, with the swine. But I get it though, because you still think about it. He's a number. He's a soldier. So he didn't really have any training as far as what do I do when I'm not under protocol, when I'm not in the suit.
And he was walking in the desert for hours.
Yeah.
So I guess you just be like, fuck it.
He did wake up from being knocked out in a what was it, a TIE fighter that they
they stole a TIE fighter.
Yeah, so I guess, whatever. The other part is that he was a stormtrooper, but he was like a maintenance worker.
They tried to
sanitation.
They tried to dress it up. Oh, we'll just give him a nice.
Come on, man.
Motherfucker, he's a janitor. I get it. That motherfucker was Hong Kong Fooey. Okay,
I was just about to say that.
Janitor by day.
He's a janitor, man. It's like, come on, dog.
Oh, I'm gonna touch on that in a little bit because I got
that. And then the last part was he got his ass handed to him in the end, but I kind of figured that was gonna happen because he was pretty much the golden boy, or not necessarily the golden boy, but he was literally the Leroy Jenkins of the film. Like if something was going down, he was the first guy going in, not knowing if he was gonna win, not knowing if he had the skill to do it. He was just leading with his heart the whole time. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, the sanitation part, I was like, man, fuck that. I think that's the only thing I can think of. Oh, Rey was great. I know everybody likes to talk about how cute she was. She's a cute actor, yeah, it's great and all, but she can act her ass off. It was a couple scenes where she had very simple dialogue, but that's how you know an actor is really good. They take simple dialogue and they bring emotion out of it. And she did that very well a few times. I liked all the characters. Poe Dameron, the fighter pilot.
Yeah, we didn't get enough of him, but he was awesome. Yeah.
But they had to touch on everybody. Kylo Ren was dope.
You probably too busy being Apocalypse, because that's who was Apocalypse. Poe Dameron and Apocalypse.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he's making all the money. All the monies. Kylo Ren was dope.
His baby snake. He's like a fucking baby Severus Snake, boy. When I moved with my mom, I researched. I was like, he's like a baby snake. My mom bust out laughing.
A baby snake.
He was at Fairlane, so it didn't matter. That motherfucker was hood as hell anyway. Yeah, okay, so
right. But yeah, Kylo Ren was dope. I liked the way he had it, kind of temper tantrums.
Yeah,
that he was throwing, because it kind of, even though people don't like to talk about the prequels, it kind of reminded me of young Anakin. I hate them. All that whining and bitching he was doing. It kind of reminded me of that. I mean, and he is blood, so why wouldn't that turn out that way? So I thought that was pretty cool. A couple times where he was like raging out on his iMac and shit with his lightsaber. And the stormtroopers was just like, don't go in there. No,
don't do it. Fuck that.
No,
fuck it. You doing that shit again?
Yeah, but he definitely has a sense of the Force that at a very premature state, but still he knows he has it. And then the part at the end where Snoke said, we're gonna train him. That was dope.
That was dope.
So I'm just looking forward to him being like, let's fuck some more shit up. Let's blow some more people up. And I just want him to be like really sinister. What I would prefer, like if instead of him being more like a Darth Vader, I would prefer him to be more like a Inception type of character. Not type of character, but somebody, if he can get inside people's heads, not with the Force, but enough to change their minds to where they're confused about what they want to do. Mm-hmm. And I think he could be that really fucked up type of not a Joker type character, but the type of villain that makes you question yourself. Mm-hmm. Those are the best type of villains to make you think, what am I doing this shit for?
Right.
I think those are the best type of villains. So I think that with more training, hopefully he'll become smart enough to be the villain. Because you really got to have a good villain to make all this shit work. We got all the good guys we want. Right. We had Solo, we had Skywalker at the end, but you got to have the really, really good villain.
So Luke Skywalker was in it, and Mark Hamill playing?
Yeah.
Okay. At the very, 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 very.
He ain't do shit. He showed the last day of filming. Take his hood off and turn around.
Take his hood off, turn around, and paycheck.
Basically saying there's gonna be another one. I'm gonna be in this next one.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Okay.
They left it like
open.
We know how to make money. And we know we know how to make money.
Man,
and we know your ass is gonna be here.
Everybody want to see.
Right.
And they they basically ended it to the point where I feel like they ended it at a bad spot. Like they should have ended it before that. They should have just said, "Hey, she's going," and then they just had to show that part. It's like, God damn.
Yeah,
they made you want to see the rest. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen now?
Yes. The only thing I thought the last part could have been better. Mm-hmm. And when she was holding out that lightsaber, mm-hmm. Luke didn't have to grab it with his hand, mm-hmm. but if he had removed it from her hand with the Force, and then they went straight to credits, that would have been dope as shit.
Yeah.
You just saw it fly out of her hand, and then I'd have been like, oh my god!
I thought that was pretty cute though. That she was trying to hand it to me. I thought that was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a bunch of shit here.
Go ahead.
So I kind of like went crazy with this shit. So I'm just gonna kind of jump around a bit. Like I said, my emotions were split like a box of nerds for this damn thing. You know, I was happy as fuck about it, like overall, but I was kind of pissed at certain stuff. But you know, it overall happy. I was tripping though because I think even the Black Comedy Nerd, check out his channel, it's pretty dope. He said the same thing that I said. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers had aim at the beginning of the movie. They was shooting up the stormtroopers. They was shooting people, and they was not killing them. I'm talking about one shot, one kill, boy.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers was like, he is not wasting no time. I was tripping out.
They was.
But Kylo Ren again, I'm like, did dude just pull a fucking Guldo for the Ginyu Force? When he stopped the beams? You remember that shit on Dragon Ball Z? He could do the time freeze? Yeah. And he could stop everything? This motherfucker stopped the laser. And that shit was sitting there. They was sitting there, exposition. That laser still there. You know what the fuck is that laser finna do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Exposition. The laser's still there.
Still chilling.
And then he look over there at my man's, what the fuck are you doing? FN 2187? Bullshitting. And then he turned around, so he turned around, the laser blew the thing. Boom! He was like, oh shit. I was like, whoa. And,
that was so dope.
That was some dope shit. I like how they kind of like, you know, they amped up the powers. They was like, alright, like, this some new shit. Then you saying your daddy Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? It's your daddy Star Wars, but it ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So who all had the Force? Little girl.
Power, the slight control of the Force.
Yeah, they both
was Kylo Ren and Rey.
Yeah, just those two.
Who was Kylo Ren?
He is the son of Han Solo and
Princess Leia. General Leia.
And who was the little girl? Is that Han daughter?
We don't know yet.
They haven't explained it, but she's related
to
somebody.
Somebody. So, yeah, she definitely related to somebody. Everybody, you know, it's some lady. It was a couple coming out. They was asking me and Raquel when I went to go see it the first time. Like what we thought. It was like we don't know. We just gonna wait for the next movie. We ain't really feel like expecting it. It was because they was heavily arguing. It was like, hey, that's y'all shit. And me and her over here arguing who's gonna take the bill. We ain't gonna put you in. Anyway, that's a different story. So I like I like the dynamic between Finn and Poe. Them dudes was just like instant buddies. That shit was cool as hell. He was like, hey man, I can help you. I'll get you out of here. He was like, oh really man? He was like, really, I just need a pilot, man, you know. And that was kind of funny that he was always kind of bullshitting with folks. Like, I'm just fucking with you, but it was cool how they became boys after that. It was like an instant thing. It was like, I want to see more of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe some comics or something, Lethal Weapon in space with these motherfuckers or something. I don't know.
Spaceballs, the resurrection.
Make it happen. Those dudes were awesome. I really like Rey a lot. Like you said, she's a cool character, and it was dope to see like an interesting female character in a movie that wasn't stereotypical. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. She didn't show any ass.
Yeah.
She didn't show any titties. She stayed in her costume. She didn't have to be a slave to be relevant. Yeah, I went there for y'all original Star Wars lovers. I went there.
You know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, bitch. Anyway, she stood on her own as a character. Not because she had tits.
And everybody was like, oh, she got too much whatever. Man, all the motherfuckers got too much shit. Man, these motherfuckers in outer space talking to fucking aliens and all this shit. Just like Black Common Nerd touched on. I know he said this shit, but I'm saying the same thing. It's fucking science fiction. Basically, it's fantasy. It's like an RPG. Like, if you was playing Final Fantasy and these motherfuckers did not have materia, they couldn't summon no big ass fire god. Would you play that shit? Probably not.
It would be cool.
It wouldn't be cool. So shut the fuck up. How does she know all this shit? How does she know? Because she fucking do. Okay?
Oh well.
Damn, we don't know who kid she is. Anyway, folks, they just want to have something to complain about. Fuck y'all.
I kind of knew she was. I felt like she was gonna be a Luke type character. As soon as I seen BB-8 walking with her across the desert, I was like, yeah, that's straight up New Hope, R2-D2, Luke Skywalker. I want to leave this planet.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, as soon as they showed that, and she had that. Remember, she had that one pausing moment where that lady was breaking down that metal next to her, and she was staring up in the sky and watching shit fly away. I was like, oh, she's gonna be the one with the Force.
Hell yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, she's got it in her.
Hell yeah, man.
Foresight, yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, well, they just redoing it. And it's just like, look, motherfucker. If they didn't do that, you would have been mad. So just shut up. Yeah, they redid it. And even George Lucas said it himself. Like, the same things are going to keep recurring.
Right.
He said that that's how he wrote it. That's how he wanted to be. Like, and when you think about history repeats itself. Like, it's just art imitating life. Shut up and deal with it. At least it imitated.
Take it.
At least it imitated that shit in a good way. Like the prequels, it was like, we're really going over the top to show you that there's something like, fuck this shit. Anyway, so and holy damn, TIE fighters chasing the Millennium Falcon, X-wings, all this shit. Oh my god! Like to see the Falcon in action again, like flying away, it was flying through spaces and shit.
Through the skeleton of the Star Destroyer.
I was digging that. Like this is Star Wars
kid shit where it's like biting my nails, like on my toes watching.
Those were some of the most fun scenes and the sound effects. And all that shit, man. I was tripping out. Oh my god.
They did a great job of not. He purposely didn't hardly use any CGI except for the one character, the wise character, I forget her name.
Maz?
Yes.
Oh,
she was a great.
She's one of my favorite characters. She's one of my favorite characters, and you know why I really liked her? Because she had thick ass glasses just like me.
But when she took them boys off, though, it's like damn.
I was so happy about that. I was like, yes, finally.
So
like
no
that.
CG.
Well, it had very little.
Like
very little.
It was her and one other character. I'm trying to remember who it was, but oh no, it was her and then the monsters that that they were running from when those dudes came after Han and Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, the Raptors.
Yeah,
The Raptors, yeah.
but it wasn't. It was nothing like annoying. You know what I'm saying? And you got like an octopus like, whatever octopus like creature coming at you with teeth that are made to devour flesh. I don't really know how else you want. I mean, unless you want the shit to look like, unless you want it to look like that bullshit, it's gonna be CGI. Get the fuck out of here.
It was used for the shit it needed to be used for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it wasn't used. It wasn't overused, and that was dope, man. I'm so glad about that because man, them prequels got me. I mean, oh boy. Anyway, we're not talking about that. It's a new day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they wanted you to forget. Yeah, it was fan service. That was the idea. What the fuck do you think it's supposed to be? How you gonna watch a movie like that and expect it not to be fan service? I mean, it was supposed to be made for man. You know what? Nick, motherfuckers want to complain. Like,
they do.
Like people, it's just we live in a cynical age where everybody thinks being cynical is being cool.
Yeah.
And it's just like shut the fuck up. Like just shut up, man. Bunch of pussies.
People can't enjoy shit.
They can't enjoy shit no more.
What's worse is that you look at the history of this movie, just like I was saying before, the people complaining are, as far as the people complaining, I didn't like the story, it wasn't as great as everybody's talking about. You're like, okay, well, if you didn't like this story, then you didn't like First Hope.
Right.
So, you're a fucking hypocrite.
Right.
1, 2, you probably 35, 40. If you saw the original ones when they came out, and now you watching this, you about 40 something, and it's like at this point,
you close to 50.
At this point, it's not for you no more, bro.
You shouldn't even be that invested.
Like it ain't for you, dog.
You should just have some more shit like me.
It's made by Disney, and they know how to market to you. But it ain't for you, dog.
That's just like with the new Ninja Turtles that came out. I seen that shit. I hated it. It sucked. I ain't get that mad about it. You know what I said? You know what? This ain't my shit.
It ain't for me.
My shit is on DVD at home.
My shit got vanilla ice.
So
yeah.
That's the plan for my great leader. We will sit here on our butts. That's my turtles. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't that mad. I had mine and I still got them. I'll go watch it on DVD.
Right.
Fuck the bullshit. I'm gonna check out part 2. That look pretty interesting.
Part 2 is gonna be dope.
But yeah, Han and Chewie doing what they do best. Shit talking to each other like we said.
Banter. Yes.
Man, he was holding the shit out of Han Solo, dog.
Damn.
He was like, yeah, you war hero. Where'd you get that shit from?
Right.
Did you hear anything about that too? He was like, man, shut the fuck up.
Man, I was there the whole time.
I was there. I was with you.
Fuck out of here.
He was like, man,
he
said you had a few times. I ain't gonna give my ass a medal, man. Fuck y'all.
You don't see me bragging about this shit.
You don't see me talking all this shit. And then it was cracking me up how he kept taking Chewie gun, dog.
Yeah.
He like, damn, motherfucker, I had this shit all these years and you ain't never asked me. Now you want to use my shit. I'm like, yeah, I was digging that damn Bowcaster blaster, dog.
Shit.
That's the funniest fucking name, Bowcaster.
Bowcaster, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, man. I've touched on that. I dug that. He almost didn't want to get that shit back to Chewie though, low key.
Yeah. He's like, damn, man, I've been using this little piece of this whole time.
Yeah. What you say, Mike? I mean, I thought the point.
Man, so overall, the movie was on a scale of 1 to 10.
1 to 10. 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it an 8. 8 out of 10. And this is because, like I said, I like the New Hope, but New Hope wasn't perfect. If anything, this was right there with New Hope. So I rate them the same. But I think more credit needs to go to Disney for bringing it back in a state that is freaking. It's a usable state. We can do something with this.
Right,
shit.
not fucking it up. Basically.
Right.
It can be noticed.
Usable state. Another thing, though, I know a lot of people don't talk about this, but we do. Soundtrack. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then the fact that you still got the same guy, John Williams, to do the soundtrack, and it's still just as good. And the only thing that was good about the prequel was the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack for the prequel was freaking masterful. If it wasn't for the soundtrack of those prequels, they would. I mean, they're hardly watchable, but they wouldn't even be. You wouldn't even put them in your Blu-ray player.
Nope. Wouldn't.
But yeah, you got John Williams, one of the greatest. I would say, not one of. He's the greatest composer of our time as far as cinema goes, modern cinema. Yeah, just crazy. I think he's like 84, 85, still writing this music. So I thought it was. I think that's awesome to be in that rare space. The other part, the guy who actually co-wrote Star Wars with George Lucas, that he's still on board. So I think
that's why I didn't get fucked up.
Yeah. So they have it. They got everything. They have everything in the right place. It's not fucked up. I don't have to worry about some stupid character that might fuck everything else up. So yeah, I would say at the very least, 8 out of 10.
I would have to echo that, like about an 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's about an 8 out of 10. I would definitely say,
damn,
it's dope as fuck. It's definitely watchable, even to somebody who doesn't like Star Wars. It's just a dope ass movie in general. So if you didn't have shit to do, you want to see a dope ass movie, you would probably become a Star Wars fan watching that shit. So
if you haven't seen the original trilogy, you can watch this. You can watch this and understand. I mean, you won't understand the whole thing, but you can watch this one first and then go back and watch the other ones.
Right.
But yeah,
I wouldn't suggest it, but if you're new to it, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not a big deal. Shit,
it don't matter. The soundtrack, yeah, it was really dope. I have a lot of people talking about, yeah, man, it wasn't memorable, it wasn't this, and it's like, I get what you're saying. It's kind of the same thing. Think about it. This nigga been writing music forever. Sorry, I didn't say it again. Whatever. But he done wrote a movie for everything. He had a thing for just about everything. Flying, monsters, all that shit. All that shit's there. So what? It was songs in the soundtrack. I had the soundtrack. I listened to it like about 40 times on my way up and back to Detroit and shit. So I had a thorough listen to it. It has everything you need from a Star Wars soundtrack. It has a little bit of Jurassic Park. It had a little bit of Hook. It had a little bit of E.T. and shit. It has a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily anything that really just like stood out, but it's still great music, and you're still touched by it because you wouldn't enjoy that movie if it wasn't partly because of that score that drew you in. So it's
powerful
like
score.
You could say that it whatever, but you gotta realize it was the first movie. It ain't gonna be. We still trying to figure out all this stuff. So you know that's neither here nor there. I enjoyed the soundtrack, and you can say what you want to say about it, but you know it was. We think it's good. You know, there you go. I mean, you be down with it, goddamn. So
the part where Poe Dameron shot those, was it 8 or 9 shit?
Yeah, he was going on a spree.
The fanfare that was going on right then, though, I was just like,
it was that was one of 2 killing sprees.
Oh my god!
Chewie had a killing spree when Han Solo ass got wrecked.
He was like,
I started thinking about Halo 2. All I heard was Kilimanjaro. The way he went on them dudes, man, he was fucking them up.
Chewie did turn the fuck up. I was hoping that they were gonna show him do like some vicious shit to motherfucker, like
rip him in half.
Yeah, he was too old for that shit.
That'd be funny though.
Yeah, he was too old for that. He was like, hold on. Yeah, then they had the dudes from the raid. Like they had the whole cast from the raid. So I was like, what the fuck they doing in the movie? So I'm hoping since they got Donnie Yen supposed to be in Rogue One, they will have some martial arts in Rogue One with Donnie Yen versus the raid cast.
Yeah,
I would be like, holy! They was the guys that was on the ship that was with the bounty hunter dudes.
Yes,
with the Raptors. Yeah, you know, I'll touch on that. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell y'all other video game moments when we talk about video games. When Kylo Ren scorpioned the shit out that one dude. Because he was like...
Yes!
He literally told him, "Get over here with the Force, dog."
He
had a Force spear. Yeah,
it was dope, and his toe, like his feet were dragging across the ground. Yeah,
he was like, "Come here!" I was like, "Damn!" He was like, "Yeah, we lost it."
That was dope.
Something about the girl. Come here!
Yeah.
Like, so obviously he knows something about her.
He snatched
his ass up real quick. Yeah, lightsaber fight was dope. I like the rawness of the shit. I like when Finn fought that one dude, that little Tonfa guard or whatever.
Traitor.
He was.
The riot trooper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was dope. That was great.
Yeah, dude. But I'm just gonna skip over all the rest of this shit because I got a whole bunch of shit on here. The one thing I was gonna talk about is kind of it matters, but it don't fucking matter because after I thought about it for some time, it was just like, yeah, that was, come on, what the fuck. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it was kind of about with Finn. Like, we got all this marketing of this guy being a Jedi. You know what I'm saying? We thought.
Yes.
We thought
like bait and switch.
We thought that we was like, yeah, we got fuck, yeah, man. He gonna be the main dude.
Yeah.
And
we back.
You know what I'm saying? And then
we in here.
I kind of was a bit disappointed, dog. Because when I seen the first trailer, I teared up a little, like, damn, man, this is some shit I've been waiting for. Mm-hmm. But looking back, I can't be that mad about it because you got to first think about who's the Skywalker family. It's a bunch of white people. Mm-hmm. Ain't no black people in the Skywalker family. So of course there's red flag number one. And then red flag number two is what was I gonna say? Shit, it's J.J. Abrams. Mm-hmm. J. Abrams. He like to do that bait and switch shit. Mm-hmm. He ain't gonna reveal the whole thing. They're keeping it tightly under wraps. So yeah, he was gonna get that happening anyway. But it was like, damn. It was just like life. Like, yeah, brother, you about to get on. I'm sorry, not this time.
Damn.
Silly rabbit. Saviors are for white people.
Old Rick Chan.
Hey, like I said, I told you it was gonna get a little bit charged, but and you know what? As a black man, like, I'm just gonna put it out there like this. I don't get into it. Fuck it. But we gotta create our own shit. That's just how it goes. Like, we have all these dope things that are out, and it really doesn't matter. Good movies, good storytelling is good storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's neither here nor there. I enjoyed it. I don't have a bigger problem with it. I understand why the shit happened the way it did, but I will say this. We gotta make our own shit. We can't expect nobody to give nothing to us. That's our problem. We're always sitting around waiting on somebody to do something for us. We gotta do it for ourselves. And with that being said, there's many of us doing shit for ourselves, making our own stories, writing our own stories. Listen to Black Nerd Power, these podcasts, stuff like that. They interview many people and fan bros and all this. So there are great strides happening. So I don't even want to get mad about that, but I just had to put it out there to let you know, like, that was a bit of a disappointment with me.
He wasn't, yeah.
And the fact that he was a janitor and the fact that he got slashed across the back like he was fucking Toby or some shit.
He's not Toby.
That last slash was like, get over there, boy.
Yeah, it really was.
Oh, shit. Excuse me.
Yeah. I ain't gonna get too into that.
I think there's a lot of room for interpretation.
There is.
I don't know if he has the Force, but he definitely has some sort of intuition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe he might have some form of it to a certain degree. We don't know, but hopefully he does, because I do want him to actually use a lightsaber.
That would be awesome. Again,
and the thing about Rey though is that I think she has it's either genetic or some sort of latent. She has some latent Force training that has been locked away from her, like Professor X be doing the motherfuckers.
Well, I guess it's safe to say anybody living on a desert that's ready to get off, they probably are Force sensitive because they ain't had shit else to do but think.
But think about, I could get off of this here rock.
Right. What I would do.
Lord.
But
get off of it.
Yeah, man. Shit. Yeah, it was dope, and with that being said, I don't want nobody getting offended with what I said, but hey, this is a podcast with black people on it, so we're gonna be touching on these sorts of things,
right?
Because that's a part of our life. You know what I'm saying? and it's hard not to talk about that. So, you know, bear with us on that. But if you don't like it, you don't gotta listen. I'm just gonna put it out there, you know. And, but you know, and with that notwithstanding, my last thing I want to say about it, I thought it was dope to have a female Jedi regardless. I thought Rey was a great character. It was dope to see her get the lightsaber and see her whooping ass. Because let's face it, fellas, do you want a weak ass chick that can't take care of herself? No, you don't. You want a woman that can hold herself down and maybe even hold you down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can hold your own, but that's good. I'm gonna just tell you, you don't want no woman that don't have her own shit, bro.
Yeah,
that's not a deal with.
That's not a woman. That's that's somebody to claim on your taxes.
Exactly. so yeah, you know, I'm all for that. I'm all for how I played out. I love the movie. That's just a minor grievance. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think the next one, man. That's what I'm really concerned with. Is how she got these Force talents. In what way did she receive these talents? Or was it taught to her? Was it blood? Was it something else? Because they said that when Kylo Ren turned against Skywalker, he killed everybody. But that doesn't mean he actually killed everybody. That just means he thought he killed everybody.
Right.
So I'm thinking Rey was probably like a childling or whatever. Kylo Ren was probably a little bit older and killed everybody in his age range, and probably a couple of the kids like Anakin's bitch ass did.
Yeah, ass motherfucker.
But I think that either Rey was blood to him. Well, no, if she was blood to him, he would have known. That's what people don't realize.
Well, because people thinking that's Han Solo's daughter.
Well, yeah, but he would have known that.
The thing is,
Ben would have known that.
Well, the thing they didn't expect. He knows something because
he definitely
he wasn't that fucking mad until the dude said the girl. That's when he snatched my man's up like
that's
an
right,
unruly
like,
child in the store that keep asking shit that he ain't gonna get.
Yeah.
He snatched his ass up like, you keep asking your mama for that shit, that damn cereal you know you ain't supposed to ask for.
What I tell you before we came in the store? What I tell you?
But mom, the girl,
TJ Maxx.
So yeah, he knows something about her. Don't look at nothing. Don't breathe on nothing.
Yeah, so it's just so many different. I hope that it's not the typical. Oh, that's your sister, because they did that shit already.
Well, you know, it's definitely gonna echo.
Yes,
it's probably is. It's definitely gonna do that. But yeah, that's Star Wars.
I want to know what Luke Skywalker been doing though. He been like. Everybody think he in seclusion, but he probably just turned his cell phone off and been fucking off on other planets.
I mean, as you done,
like if I'm Jedi, I'm gonna go to another planet where they don't know about me and just be like, "Hey, what's up, girl? You going to my house after this? You know that, right? Okay, let's go."
Right. After you done blew up the Death Star, you got your hand chopped off by your daddy, who's a fucking half man, half robot. You got electrocuted by a prune face looking ass motherfucker.
Right.
Then your dad died. You ain't even get to have time to spend with him. Y'all ain't get to play no Sega or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finally become boys, and he died right before you get off the damn Death Star that's about to blow up and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You done kissed your sister like 3 or 4 times in the mouth, and who knows what else done happened between that time when they didn't know. Yeah, you probably need some time away from a lot of shit, bro. So I don't blame him.
Yeah.
You probably need time to process all that.
Fuck with all y'all humanoids, man. I'm finna go do my thing over here.
You gonna mess with some green
when
shit.
We get down.
Get some purple shits.
Finna see what Captain T. Kirk over here talking about.
Right.
He know where to get down these days.
Hell no.
Trying to get some stank on my lightsaber.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying?
What's the strong within her? Within.
Extra strength.
Extra strength. Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Cool.
good times.
So yeah, Star Wars.
Whee!
Go see it if you haven't seen it. Check it out.
If you have, do it again.
It's not. It's bigger than just the movies. It's like this is like American history, honestly.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
check the shit out.
It
It's
is.
world history at this point.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's
yeah.
not just American history.
Right.
And it's just the last thing. My bad, I forgot to say.
You good?
This year has been kind of crazy, man, because it's been a kind of a passing of the torch type year in a lot of ways.
A lot of series, yes.
and even in life, if you will. I hate to get all sentimental and shit, but you know, with Creed, you had the same thing, passing of the torch, Star Wars passing the torch, and even in my life, like me being 29 and getting to the age almost where my parents were, where I start understanding things. And it's like I see my parents getting older, and they kind of passing over the torch to me in certain aspects, and like I'm getting my own place or paying all my own bills and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, damn, I'm a fucking adult now. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
it's like my man's at the end of juice. You got the juice now, dog.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all these things are kind of like, that's why I got so emotional with these movies, because it's like, damn, I'm there.
Yeah.
And it's like you kind of learn that as you go along. It's like
Yeah.
it's basically like being a fan. You've been thrust into this shit and you just making shit happen.
Right.
Basically. But yeah, that's all I want to say.
Dope. Let's see what we got. Let's see. We should actually cut right.
Okay. So what we got next on the agenda? We're gonna do a quick break. I'm gonna do 6-step to head spin, back down the windmill, back up to flare to a baby freeze, and I'm gonna get up and you can take the picture. Yeah, we're gonna make a quick break, and then we'll be back to talk about some rants and shit that's pissing people off. Even though we kind of touched on that a little bit, so that probably won't be too long. And then our brand new segment, The Perils of Adulthood.
Cool.
And yeah, we'll be back. So keep it locked. Don't be in shock. You're doing a thing, popping off like a 540 Glock. Alright folks, we definitely like went way over than what we expected. We talking about excess and a hot mess. But yeah man, this is Meanwhile on Funkatron. We're gonna go ahead and close this one out because it's late
Episode 2.
30.
Yeah.
Late 30, okay? So this was episode 2. What you call it?
Sleep 30,
easy.
goddamn.
Sleep 30.
What we call this? The Christmas Creed episode.
Christmas Creed episode.
Christmas Creed
Christmas Creed
episode.
episode.
Christmas Creed Wars.
So yeah, Christmas Creed Wars. Christmas Creed Wars.
So we appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in again.
Man.
Stay tuned for podcast number 3.
Most deaf. This is your hosts, Spidey Rock, aka Rick Chan,
Dr. Funk.
your boy DZ.
Holla.
And keep in mind, always, fellow Funkanites, bits, banter, and soul.